The reason why the Samsung Galaxy A72 is different from the Samsung Galaxy A52 is the Samsung Galaxy A72 has a slightly bigger display, slightly bigger battery, and an 8-megapixel telephoto camera. That's it. Now I just saved you the stress of watching the entire video. If you appreciate that, hit the like button and subscribe. You can leave now. But if you want to know more about these two devices, stick around and let the comparison begin. For the price, the Samsung Galaxy A52 cost 147,600 naira or $295 for the 6GB RAM, 128GB internal storage version, while the Samsung Galaxy A72 cost 198,500 naira or $397 for the 8GB RAM, 128GB internal storage option. The build quality isn't what makes the Samsung Galaxy A72 more expensive. Both smartphones have a plastic rear, plastic frame, and the display of both smartphones is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Both can be abused and still function. These smartphones are tough, but don't just drop them on their face. Both smartphones are IP67 water and dust resistance up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, and as for the weight, the Samsung Galaxy A72 is the more heavier device. Now for the external features, both smartphones have a dual stereo speaker and they sound identical. They both have a hybrid SIM card tray and a memory card slot. They both have an in-display fingerprint scanner, and I found the scanner of the Samsung Galaxy A52 to be more accurate and responsive. Both smartphones have a 3.5mm audio jack, USB Type-C port, and a secondary microphone at the top. So for the external features, it's basically the same. What about the display? Well, the Samsung Galaxy A52 comes with a 6.5-inch 1080p Super AMOLED display, while the Samsung Galaxy A72 has a 6.7-inch 1080p Super AMOLED display. Both displays have a 90Hz refresh rate and both displays are vibrant and equally bright. For the display quality, they are identical. The only difference I can see is the Samsung Galaxy A72 is taller, it has a bigger display. I personally prefer the display size of the Samsung Galaxy A52. It's a more compact smartphone that I can use with one hand. Now for the processors, it's the same again. They both come with a Snapdragon 720G processor. It's an 8nm processor, a mid-range processor that offers decent gaming and multitasking capabilities. Speaking about multitasking, it's slightly better on the Samsung Galaxy A72 because it has 8GB of RAM against the 6GB of RAM on the Samsung Galaxy A52. For gaming, both smartphones come with the Adreno 618 GPU and they played games at the same graphics settings. PUBG ran at HD graphics and high frame rate and at 30 frames per second. Call of Duty ran at very high graphics and very high frame rates. Now for gaming, I found the Samsung Galaxy A52 to be more compact. It's easier to game on this smartphone because of the size. For the operating system, both smartphones are running Android 11 with One UI 3.1 and both will get monthly security update for 4 years or 2 or 3 Android OS updates. Now let's talk about the cameras. The front-facing camera of both smartphones come with a 32-megapixel front-facing camera and they take identical pictures. Samsung really do spend a lot of time perfecting the cameras, and I'm particularly impressed with the camera of the Samsung Galaxy A52 because it isn't all that expensive and the pictures look sharp, detailed and vibrant. Portrait shots look very good on both smartphones and still I can't see any difference. Night photos using the front-facing camera are identical as well. What's up guys, so right now I'm using the front-facing camera of both smartphones. I'm shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second, and what do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality? Coming out from the Samsung Galaxy A72 and A52 shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second. It does look good. Dynamic range is on point. But what do you guys think? I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. Now moving to the rear camera, again they both come with a 64-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and both smartphones have a 5-megapixel macro camera. Now for the differences, the Samsung Galaxy A52 comes with a 5-megapixel depth camera that's not available on the Samsung Galaxy A72, while the Samsung Galaxy A72 comes with a 8-megapixel telephoto camera which is missing on the Samsung Galaxy A52. Now for the 64-megapixel main camera, photos are very vibrant and they look clean and identical well again. The 12 megapixel ultra wide camera takes very good pictures, they are colorful, and again they look identical. Macro shots on both smartphones are good, and yeah, you guessed it, they look identical. Now what differentiates both smartphones is the Samsung Galaxy A52 has a 5 megapixel depth camera and the Samsung Galaxy A72 doesn't have that camera. But for portrait shots, I can't see any difference between both smartphones. Now for the telephoto camera, the Samsung Galaxy A72 can take 30x photos while the Samsung Galaxy A52 can only take 10x photos. What's up guys, now I'm shooting in 4K 30 frames per second and the footage looks beautiful guys. This is 4K 30 frames per second on both smartphones, and let me just take a jog and see which one stabilizes image better in 4K 30 frames per second. Let me pick up my pace. They look identical. So yeah, this is 4K 30 frames per second on both smartphones. What do you guys think about the video and audio quality coming out from both smartphones? Now something that is interesting is you can shoot in 4K 30 frames per second using the wide angle camera, and yeah, this is what it looks like shooting in 4K 30 frames per second using the wide angle camera. Now something to note is when you're shooting in 4K 30 frames per second using the wide angle camera, there is no video stabilization. In the ultra steady mode and I'm jogging actually, and as you can see the footage is butter smooth. Yeah, so if you want steady footage you can use the steady mode to achieve that. Is the 8 megapixel telephoto camera important to me? Well, no, I don't intend to spy on my neighbors, but if you're into that, this is the phone for you. Now for the batteries, the Samsung Galaxy A72 has the bigger battery here. It has a 5000 milliamps battery and it comes with a 25 watts charger, while the Samsung Galaxy A52 has a 4500 milliamps battery and it only comes with a 15 watts fast charger. Now considering the price of the Samsung Galaxy A52, I think Samsung should have included a faster charger. I mean, other smartphones at this price range are using fast chargers. Now for the charging time, it took the Samsung Galaxy A72 1 hour 26 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%, while it took the Samsung Galaxy A52 1 hour and 36 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. For the battery drain test, I calibrated the display of both smartphones and I ran Antutu benchmark score for 3 hours. Now after 3 hours, the battery level dropped to 46% on the Samsung Galaxy A52, while the Samsung Galaxy A72 battery dropped to 43%. I launched Genshin Impact for 2 hours and the battery level of the Samsung Galaxy A52 dropped to 8%, while the Samsung Galaxy A72 dropped to 10%. The Samsung Galaxy A52 died first, followed by the Samsung Galaxy A72, and under sustained load, you get almost identical battery life on both smartphones. Now for me, the Samsung Galaxy A52 is the device I will pick. It is cheaper, the build quality is the same, performance is the same, the cameras is almost the same, except the Samsung Galaxy A72 has a telephoto camera which I don't really need, and the battery life is identical. So that's it for this comparison. Now you know the device to pick. Thank you for watching, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon. Valor, signing out.